All praises due to the Most High, family. We back with another Acres anime review. Family, I just finished watching, what was this, episode 6? Episode 6 of Snowball Earth, family. And if you're needing a new series to pick up, it's the first season. I think it's only gonna have 13 episodes, I think. I mean, if you need a quick watch, family, I'm recommending this one right now. I'm thoroughly enjoying 6 episodes into it. I thought last episode was the best episode so far. This one was better than that. We got lore. Okay, before we get into it, family, we're on the road to 100 YouTube subscribers. So if you're watching this and not subscribed, go ahead and change that for us. That way the algorithm gets more people to view the video. That way we can have a more robust conversation about the things that we discuss in. Okay, family, episode 6 of Snowball Earth, yo. So the first half of the episode was our nemesis's backstory, okay? And what was this guy's name? It started with an S. Hold on, let me get your name. I think it was Sagami. Right? I think this guy's name was Sagami. And this is an interesting character, family. I have a lot to say, actually. Long story short, right? He enlisted in VIERDE, in the kaiju defense, like military thing, right? And he was skilled out the gate. He was the clear leader. Like, he's got a leadership personality. He's driving the best results. Right, in that way. And so he ascends and ascends. He defeats kaiju. He impresses everybody. So he develops a savior complex because he was called a savior, and this sticks with him, and he wants more of that. Right, and then basically his goal, his desire is like crushed in an instant, right? Because he's much older than Tetsuo, and Tetsuo started his kaiju fighting career like as a toddler, like before he was even a preteen, right? So Tetsuo comes out of nowhere, and he is deemed the true savior of humanity, right? Like on a much larger scale than what Sagami experienced when he saved. And he did, when he saved like 20, 30 people, right? Okay, so this explains the hate he has for Tetsuo. Now, I'm actually very interested in this, family. What he did was he was immediately like campaigning to like the Kaiju Defense Force. We cannot just solely rely, he's just being a hater here, but also not. We can't just rely on a single individual to save us every time. We have to prepare for when he can't. And so what he's looking for, he's like, give me some other skilled children like similar to Tetsuo, and I will develop them, and they will be strong kaiju, fighters. And so that's exactly what happens, family. That's the origin of VIERDE. And so these young children that we see in the flashback are the adults that we see him with now. Okay, now why do I find this character so interesting? I immediately go to the All Might Endeavor dichotomy, right? I'm just a big My Hero fan, so I can't help it. In this parallel, Sagami's like Endeavor and Tetsuo's like All Might. The Endeavor-like character is saying, hey, we can't just rely on one soul's savior. That's a terrible idea. We're setting ourselves up for failure, right? Now, instead of taking a more healthy, not that Endeavor's the healthiest, took the healthiest approach, right? But a more healthy approach isn't to turn coat and be an adversary of All Might. He's more a competitive rival of All Might, not an enemy, right? And Endeavor did take the stance of, two heads are better than one. Like, I need help. I'm not this wholly messiah. Like, I'm a human. As strong as I am, I'm a human. I need a team. I need allies. And Endeavor. Okay, now I'm talking about my hero. But so that's just the parallel that I see here. But this guy is an enemy of Tetsuo. He's not looking to work with him at all. But this dichotomy kind of manifests in a different way in this show for me. So now we pull up, right? Because the last episode we defeated Artemis, which is one of these children's kaiju. They're all kaiju tamers. None of these children that Sagami developed in VIERDE are using a snowman like Tetsuo is. They're all using kaiju. So now we pull up. They were there quicker than I thought. Here we are, 6 people deep, like 5 or 6 different kaiju, and we're marching towards Tetsuo because he took out Artemis. Now we attack him out the gate, and before Tetsuo and Yukio even know who the enemy is, he loses an arm, right? We're fighting with an arm tied behind our back out the gate. Now, Tetsuo didn't realize that there were people on the kaiju, so he just goes into autopilot and he starts swinging immediately. And this kind of it was funny because Sagami was just teasing Tetsuo. He's like, oh, he's probably scared. And then he pulled up and scared them. But what froze Tetsuo is he's learning in real time. These people have crazy powers I've never seen before. Not like robot powers like Tetsuo's, like they teleported in front of him, right? Things like that. And then Sagami's saying he can do pyrokinesis. Okay, so family. So Sagami explains to us what he's done. And I realized, family, I didn't realize when we were talking about Ao and her kaiju taming background that her hair turned white. I was confused about why her hair turned white. But Sagami's hair turned white. I think, family, this is as a result of eating the kaiju meat. That's what it looked like when Sagami was explaining it. So Sagami is saying, aren't you wondering how we got these powers? What we did was we unlocked 100. He's doing the whole 10% of brain capacity versus 100% brain capacity, right? He's saying, well, don't you know that you only use about 10% of your brain and you can use more? He's like, what we did was we unlocked 100% of our brain's capacity. But then Sagami says, that's not enough. He's like, just because you put, I forgot the analogy he used. Right, like increasing the software when the hardware isn't upgraded, you can't just upgrade software and then your hardware can't keep up with it or even use that software, right? That's the brain is the software, the body is the hardware. Just because you unlock 100%, your body can't start doing things that your body just can't do. Where does that come into play? We're combining, they're training with the kaiju somehow. They formed a connection with the kaiju. We're eating kaiju meat. We're using our brain capacity upon the kaiju, and the kaiju are improving. The kaiju are kind of like AI, in this weird way. As the humans, as VIERDE use the kaiju to their ends, and they improve their skills and everything like that, the kaiju are changing along with them. So it seems that VIERDE using these kaiju is very short-sighted, right? They're using it now because it benefits them, but at some point, these kaiju are gonna be like, hey, well, we don't need you guys anymore. We're improved, and now we're better than before, so we can kick you off the boat. So what happens, family, is Sagami realizes that Tetsuo can't really do a whole lot in this situation. He's outnumbered, and we have 2 different goals here. We wanna take out Tetsuo and go take the land of men from Mashima Mall. So VIERDE splits up. It's Sagami and 2 of his other VIERDE people, and the rest of them and most of the kaiju went to Mashima Mall. And he's saying, hey man, Tetsuo, you got 5 minutes to handle this situation. You got to defeat me and get to them before they reach Mashima Mall. The crazy part is, family, is when Sagami thrusts at Tetsuo at the end of the episode, he releases his kaiju Hercules, and that looked crazy. Hercules looked crazy. I'm terrified. But what a great episode, family. All praise is due to the Most High, man. Peace and love.